shout myself.
This is the location for the next 2 days. We're going to set up tonight and film a small scene between between Charlie and myself. And then once that's done, we're going to go for an Indian. And then we're going to come back here at 7:30 or 8 in the morning, and all of the extras are coming, and like all the people like that. And we've got our biggest day of filming, I'd say, tomorrow. We've got like 40 people on set around.
Hey guys, welcome to our second behind the scenes episode on The Fallen. We hope you enjoyed the second episode. If you haven't seen it, then I'd go and watch it before you watch this. You can click on it here. Right, okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is the scene the survival camp, where Edward wakes up at this new survival camp and he's introduced to all these new characters, and etc, etc. So we filmed this at a United Reformed Church, and one of the things we wanted is we wanted the camp to be really busy and have loads of different people. So we put an open casting call out on the internet on a website called starnow.com for actors to play extras and supporting roles at the camp. And we had over 120 applications. So we narrowed it down to about 60 people and rang all of them, said, you know, we'd like to offer you this, whatever. 40 of them said, yeah, I can do the date, that sounds great, I'll be there. The next morning, we're there, casting calls at the callers at 7:30, and 7 people turn up. Right, so the bustling survival camp that we wanted before wasn't going to happen. So what we had to do is reuse people, move people, clone people, have people coming in and out and moving around, trying to make it as bustly as possible. And also the audio. What we did is we faked the audio where we took talking noise and put it and layered it over and over and over to make the main hall sound really busy, which is the main kind of room in that scene when they walk through. And the next thing we're going to talk about is the plane scene, the scene when we shot a fight sequence on the wing of a plane. Now that was a really cool scene to shoot. We went down to Stratford-upon-Avon to shoot it at an aeroplane graveyard. And what we did is we spent a very long time rehearsing the fight sequence so that Tom Nicholson, who plays the guy mugging with the mask, and David Rock, who plays Arthur, were able to play it as quickly as possible, and it was as fluid as possible. And then we went away and we climbed up onto the aeroplane and we shot it on the aeroplane wing. And that was a really cool day of shooting.
Right, come on you motherfuckers, let's get going.
Right, so the next thing we're going to talk about is the scene with the leader of the Creepers who's shouting at his associate. Now, we shot this in an abandoned RAF base, and the location is awesome. It's a massive site. It's going to be in the series quite a bit later on. It's where we host the final fight scene, so it's pretty awesome. It's a really awesome location. Now that scene, we had some real trouble with it, whereby what happened is we lost the audio for the video, where the CF card, the compact flash, which is what my Canon 5D Mark II records to, was corrupted, and we lost loads of footage, loads of audio, and it was just a huge problem. So what we had to do is we had to run ADR, which is where you kind of digitally recreate the audio. And we found this very difficult because the scene that we shot was actually one of the only improvised dialogue scenes in the film. So he was saying something different every time, and it was incredibly difficult to work out what he was saying because we didn't have the audio as a reference. So that's why there are kind of some real problems with the audio in that scene, but you know, the audio in this whole thing seems to be pretty troublesome. Anyway, the next thing we're going to talk about is for me, the most kind of exciting scene in the film, which is the car crash, where what we did is we bought 2 cars, one which is a non-runner, and one which is an MOT failure that was just about to have its MOT run out, and we crashed them.
I just filmed the car crash. They're redoing it again but at a faster speed. I didn't really get hurt, I just got hurt on my elbow and my head. But I was really worried I was going to hit the steering wheel because I went like that. I just didn't know when to expect it, so it was like, I better see if Rupert's okay.
How are you feeling after the crash?
Yeah, fine. Scary.
You alive?
Yeah, I didn't get as good a reaction I wanted, but I did set off an airbag, so I was pleased.
So second time round, Rupert actually got an airbag out, crashed that mirror. Oh cute, there's a little Yankee candle in there.
The airbag went off.
Got the wheel off,
Oh yeah.
What are we gonna do
wing
about
mirror.
Bang that went off inside the car. It was like bang! Literally hit me so hard, the bang, like here. That was worse than anything. Right, let's do it. Let's do the action scene.
We also had the police turn up that day because they saw us kind of messing about with the cars and such, which was fairly near to the road, so they came and asked us some questions, and it was pretty funny actually. Once we'd explained what we were doing and that we were filming and that we had permission to film there and we bought the cars and etc, the policeman was pretty devastated that he couldn't just stay and watch or come in the car. He just wanted to be in the car. He wanted to crash it as well. He thought it was awesome, but his female counterpart, his partner who was with him, was kind of like, no. So thanks so much for watching this series so far. I hope you're enjoying it. Remember, we upload new episodes of The Fallen every Friday and new behind the scenes every Saturday, both at 8 PM GMT.